Fresh draw deck. Turn 3. First card. Desiree Clary. Alright, we discarded her last time. Our place in wife. If no card is there, if placed in wife, roll 1 die. 1 to 7, she breaks the engagement. Yeah. Move this card. 8 to 10, pretend your wife, roll again or check below. No effect. Yeah, that's why we discarded her. Alright, well, it said say discard. It doesn't say remove from play, so the discard pile to come back again will be Desiree as a wife. Next card. That was kind of ominous. Alright, we're liking this one. It's an expedition, artillery expedition in Italy. Must immediately resolve an expedition with no supporting commanders. Roll a die. Alright, we need a good die roll. Stay away from that because it's like kind of loud at night. A 5. Failure, no effect. We ain't doing good on those. Alright, there you go. Take it out of play. Next card. Third card. So Desiree and an expedition that was a failure for our 3rd year. Sideline. Things don't get much better. -1. Political point. Remove this card from play. Political point. Down. Move from play. Card draw number 4. Reveals. Campaign. In Talone. Oh. Well, that's right. We shouldn't have played that last time. That's why it's here. So this is our first time seeing Talone. Alright. Oh, let me take a break. I think there's movement in the house. I'll be right back. Alright, well, we just finished. Ooh. What was that? An expedition. Alright. That's one thing about this game, you gotta keep track of everything. At the end of any campaign or expedition, if you have a 5 or more glory, we have 5. Therefore, you gotta turn face up. So it's basically what it's doing is giving us from a +1 per year to +2. So there you go. We just made general. That's what that's all about. Having a good time with this game. A little bit late night. Just turn the volume up. And we'll be back with our next card draw. Alright. Back from our Turkish advising. Gained us a little bit of a generalship. So there you go. We got that with the glory we gained in Turkey. We have, again, declined Miss Desiree Clary. And we're going for our next card draw. 5th card draw of 1795. Rolling the Spy. Reading effect when revealed. Roseberry's Fall 29 has been played, it has not. -1 political, otherwise +1 political. Then roll a die. Oh shit. We only had to use a little bit of luck on that one. Alright, well that Roseberry isn't here yet. So +1 political. And roll us a die. Ooh. Anything but a 1, looks like. No effect. Alright. Was either -5G or 2 political, otherwise the opponent captured and the game ends. Whew. Well, we do have 5 political, or 5 glory and 2 political to lose, so we won't end the game. We roll a 1. So here you go, rolling. I'm gonna use this sucker. My dog be damned. Here, let's get it a little ready for him. Let him know it's coming. Alright. this card from play, so let's see there. Okay, so we got the last week. All this card did basically was give us one political point, and as a spy, so we gained a little bit of political point. That was it. Ooh. Yeah, we could have been bad. So we rolled a good roll. We want to use this. Ooh, remove this card from play. Removed from play pile. Now, card draw number 6. And we might have to go to a campaign. It's the 6th thing. Oh, here we go. Now here's the card everybody's been talking about. Place in politics may choose to ignore our campaign per year. Discard without effect. Gain 2 under house arrest. Inflicts on Bromere. We don't have no Bromere card yet. So we'll keep this. Placed in politics. So it's a little political effect. Augustin Robespierre has made his appearance. There you go. We now have the option of ignoring campaign like we did last game. Gain 2 arrow modifier under house arrest. Inflicts at -2 on Bromere. There you go. Rolling 1 die. If we get a 1, it's campaign time. Can't make that up. Alright. Oh, here we go. We're done with the card draws. All these will be put back into the back. We'll have to remember to do that. As a matter of fact, let's do that now. Put her back in here. We'll reshuffle so we don't forget. Alright, campaign will be in Toulon. Assign commanders. Use commander strategy and tactics. All these. There you go. Campaign modifiers emptied. And now for generals. Anyone combat. +1 anyone in combat. Lanes. +2 in the first combat round, then removed from play. -1 administrative. Not loyal. Loyalty 9 to 10. We'll do this one. He will be R. Assign commander. Now you can have more, I guess, if you want to play it. +1 A to use, +1 in any combat round. Oh, that sucks when you're kind of administrative pole. So that's all we can get. Alright, there you go. Now, for our campaign modifiers. We know it's strategy and tactics. Alright. I guess we could use all 3 of these. We'll be back. It's our second campaign, I guess. Alone. Looking for the big victory. No effect though for defeat. That always helps. We get a +1 die roll modifier in all combat rounds. Be back. Alright, we'll be ready. Here to go. Let me see here. This card here costs 1 administrative, and we are administrative 0. We can't use this one. So here you go. We'll start this off for the first round. +1 for our artillery. So I'm a genius at artillery. 1 die roll modifier in all combat rounds after the first round. Ooh, we can't use this one. Any 1 combat round, we paid our administrative costs. We'll use this one in the first round. +1. Now for my tactics. Gain +3 in 1 combat round per campaign when used. So we'll use this. We're going to take a chance. We got that there though. So we're going to gain 3. It'll be a +4. This one. Well, let's do it this way. Let's go back down here to 0. +1 after the first. We'll use him +1 in the first round. Oh, we'll skip this. We'll use this. +1 in the first round of combat. So first round of combat, we have +2. And we'll have a second round for anything below here. So +2 on this first round. Dog ready to go. That's what I'm doing. Make him high roll 8. Yes. +2. Victory. Artillery to load. Victory 5. Glory +1. 5 plus 5 equals 10. We're up to this. We just gained a political point too. Yes. Great result. Let's clean this up and we'll be right back for our cleanup phase. Campaign resolution. We've had a victory in Toulon. Showed my stuff with the artillery genius that I am. Be back with more role-playing game. Alright then, getting it up there. Not having a bad second game. Remember to make a note. We put our commander here face down. Strategy and tactic cards here. Campaign and Toulon used up. Discard out of the game pile. Alright, we're ready for the cleanup phase. It goes quick. And the commander deck. We'll be adding cards next turn. Might call this a video, or I might just play and check back in with you. Let you see how it goes. We'll be back. Alright, you're set up phase. And here you go. Advance your marker. 1796. We're putting in some more cards. We'll shuffle in our old discards, which was only one. I think Desiree was it. Income effects. We now get 2 administrative points per year. Because we're a general, big general pay, or general skills rather. And I think that'll be it now. We can exchange glory for administrative and all that, but I don't know if we want to do that. 3 glory for 1 administrative? Don't think so. Or 1 administrative for 1 political. Don't think we want to do that either. Alright, remove cards. I think a lot of cards will come out of here that are marked 1796. I'll be right back. Alright, these here are our 1796 cards that are going to be taken out of the deck. We hardly knew this. Put into the out of play pile. Alright, so this is what's left. But, we will be incorporating a whole bunch of other cards there. Let me check this out, make sure we're doing this right. Remove cards, add cards. Alright. And when you do grab this deck, we got it set up this way. I want to show you. Alright. We'll be incorporating these cards. You have to always find out which ones you'll be playing immediately. And there's other ones too. These. There you go. So these cards here will be placed on the board right away. These will be shuffled into our discard pile and our draw deck. Such as this. We'll be right back. Alright, 1796 deck incorporated. 3 cards. 46. 46. 48. 48. And 51. We've seen this card from the last game. But this one here, you have to pay a price to flip it over. I want to reread potential campaigns again, real quick. Next break, but there you go. All these are played. The commander deck is the new one in play. Got a lot of shuffling to do. We'll be right back. Alright, these points on the board here mostly come into play during the first council segment of the game. And there's a lot of segments in here we didn't even scratch upon. With my premature ending of my first game, which not dealing in those discards might have had something to do with it. I'd have to re-look at that video, find out. I'm pretty sure I did. So I remember doing that, but maybe whether we did it towards the end, I might have forgot it. But one important aspect of Jim we are remembering during this game. All right, I think we're up to date. Your setup card deck phase, good to go. We come back, card action phase, 1796. Like I said, we might just go ahead and play this off camera. And if anything important comes up, I think we pretty well exhibited or demonstrated the secrets of play and how the game goes. We'll be right back. All right, sequence of play marker, card action phase. And things are happening. Year 1796. Had a new bunch of cards added to the deck. And a bunch of them withdrawn. So it's a new game. We're still here. We're on it. Let's see what we can get done here. Alright, maybe choose to ignore. Get out jail free card. Ooh, Master Police, when added. May spend one administration to reinstate flip up during the existing card play segment. Do we want to do that? First console Emperor. Alright, well this only comes into effect. That's why we always keep it below. We haven't gotten to that point yet in our last game, so we'll keep this over here. We'll save our one administrative point. We don't have many to spare. Ready for our next turn. And here we go. First card play. It is the Premier card. This is a pretty important card. When revealed, must place an I, Napoleon. May be played at the beginning of any campaign resolution phase when you have a combined value of 20 or more. Oh, that's right. We've seen this before. Discard any cards and campaign modifiers, then roll a die. Game ends. Oh, check that out. Retrieve further modifiers from game. There you go. Alright, well, number one. May be played at the beginning of any campaign resolution phase when you have a combined value of at least 20 glory or / and or political points. Together we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're 6 short. We play it. We discard cards in the campaign and campaign modifiers and roll a die. 4 or less, the game ends. Phew. Who discard? Alright, we want a 5 or more when you play this card, but we can't do it because we don't have 20 glory or more, so. I Napoleon it goes into. It's a pretty important card. That was that. Let's draw another. There you go. We can play our cards now because we were back from advising the Turks. A bad campaign modifier. There you go. Not good. And I also want to point out that this here, potential campaign, only comes into effect when you first or during a diplomatic phase when you first counsel. So these here are skipped only when the first council deck comes into effect. Our card 29. We haven't got card 29 yet. Alright, that was card draw number 2. Going on to our third card. French Revolt. Immediate effect. Resolve an expedition with the one independent commander. Okay. This is good. He's an independent commander, not loyal, but he's independent. Ooh, -1 to use. Any combat round. Basically the same. Oh, he gets flipped up. We forgot to flip him up. This is a new card. Anyone combat round. Alright. Any Marmont and him and Juno. Basically the same difference. There's this loyalty. There you go. And he is got a bigger. If you want to pull a card out of your sleeve, he'll give you a +2, but you have to remove from play. I don't think we're there yet. Let me see this. What are the numbers we need? 5 or less. Failure. Whew. Oh. We'll hold off on lanes. We'll pick. I like a man that's loyal or one that's not. So there you go. We'll pick you know. Is you not? Is you know? We're going to roll a die. We got -1 administration to use, so. Or -1 in. Yeah. Admin. Let's roll a die. -1. Die roll modifier track. My dog ready for the roll. Get it going, get it warmed up. -1. Or +1 rather. Oop. Going the wrong way there, brother. Our general gives us a +1. We need a 6 or more. 4, 5. 5 or less failure. Ouch. That hurts. -3 glory, 2 political. 3, 7, 2 political. 4. Not good. And this sucker goes back. We don't take it out of play or anything. Discard. So it's going to come back to bite us in the ass again. Alright, that's there. General goes face down, I guess. Because we've used him once. Our commanders. Alright. Beginning of the campaign phase when you're combined. Nothing else goes on here. We're all good. Alright, next card draw. Number 4. Wow. So we have a little expedition. Or rather, a French revolt to deal with. And we didn't deal with it well enough. We didn't deal with it wisely. It's a big hit in my game. Alright. 53 card. Remember, I'm not a member of the Institute. This might be good. If you have 12 or more G. Ouch. Only 7. You must 5G then. Or discard from play. Otherwise, discard with no effect. Okay, so we'll simply play this card again sometime. Discard with no effect. Card draw number 5. Italian republics. If Army of Italy is active, it's not. Campaign, our first council deck is in play. If Army of Italy is the active campaign, our first council deck. Oh, I'm going to check this one out real quick. Right back. Alright. Army of Italy, not active. First council deck, not in play. Must -1, 5 glory. If they were, they're not. Then I remove the card from play. I'm not using it. Discard with no effect. Discard, it'll be reshuffled. Going down to card number 6, and we'll roll a die after. I'll put this over here, to remind us. Then we gotta roll. That's the way we do it. For us old men. Never thought I'd say that about me. Under arrest. Wow, this is a card. If escape is in play, may remove both cards from play. Yes. This is fun. Otherwise, roll a die. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. And Sanford may provide die roll modifiers in this roll. We don't worry about that because we got us a escape card. Playing ignore under arrest, lose all glory and fee and discard campaign expedition card for the rest of the year. Both currently in play and if drawn. Wow, so this is still early in the revolution. I am still just a general and a current conglomeration or leadership. What did they call that before? We became it in the first council. But anyway, they have ordered my arrest. Alright, we can get out, but lose all my glory. Everything we worked for goes down to zero. Alright, and all my political clout down to zero. Discard all campaign and expedition cards for the rest of the year. Discard campaign expeditions, we have none. Rest of the year, both currently in play and if drawn. So if we get any campaigns or expeditions, we discard them for the rest of this turn. Alright. Remove from play to ignore under house arrest. Play to ignore under house arrest. I removed this from play. Alright. Remove both cards from play, so both of these cards are done. There you go. And we ignore any campaigns or expeditions for the rest of the turn. Wow. Alright. Looking for a 1 or so. We go to campaign, which we ignore. 5, no good. Let me get that card out of here just to make sure we remember to ignore. Discard our campaign and expedition cards for the rest of the year. We discard them. Oh, they're discarded means they go in this pile. Alright, we'll remember that. Right here. Alright. That didn't come into effect. Card draw number 7. And we will have to roll. Marat is a general. We'll take him. Face up. And we'll roll. One or two. 10. No good. Go to card draw number 8. Die over here to remind us to roll. Rosetta Stone. This is a good campaign modifier. For Egypt and Syria only, though. Must place in campaign modifiers. That's a must. So there you go. Got a couple of them, but they're not good. Not good modifiers. Alright, reminding us to roll the die. 1 to 3, and we go to a campaign. No good. Card draw 9. Gotta remember to roll. Wow, that light kills me. The supper at Bucati revealed must place in politics. When under arrest is revealed, it just was, but whatever. Thruster has been plus 2 die modifier if thruster is followed to the plate or remove this card from play. Okay, I'm going to see what we do with this one again real quick. We are back. Alright, it says when house arrests are revealed. So house arrest won't come into play anymore. It's been discarded or when played. Then remove this card from play. We'll remove this one from play because house arrest has been removed from play. So there we go. Ready for another die roll. And this is a 5. We needed a 1 to 4. No good. Moving the card draw number 10. And remember to roll the die. Card. Alright. Immediate, check this out. Whiff of grape shot. Egyptian campaign is in play. It is not. Discard this card with no effect. Otherwise, oh shit. I lose 2 glory and 3. Oh, plus 3 political. Alright, 2 glories down to 0. Plus 2 political will go up. But yeah, no glory hurts. We're in a hurting spot in this game. Remove this card from play. It goes out of the game. Roll the die. Look for a 1 to 5 to go to a campaign. We get it. Campaign is empty though, so let's do it this way. Ooh, I think that'll be it for this card. Because we're going to campaigning. Ooh. This card, all campaign, blah, blah, blah. Remove from play, remove from play. Alright, we'll be right back. Campaign box empty is which it is. Spanish Ulcer is not active. Discard all campaign modifiers. Ooh, we'll do that, luckily. I mean, this discard will go into this pile. Not out of play. And go to the diplomatic phase, which is basically means cleanup phase until our first console deck. So there you go. We'll call this a video. We'll play this a little bit more tonight. When we come back, I'll let you know what's been going on. We'll be back.
Alright, well, it'd be a new day. We're able to speak full voice. And we're ready to play some more of this role-playing game. I'm trying to look around here. Not much going on with the glory. So I'd say we're starting off the year 1797 definitely in the hole. As compared probably to some other games that are played. This is not the spot you want to be with the Zero Glory. We'll see what we can do about that. Grab my spectacles. And yeah, we'll get ready to go here. Alright, next card. First card draw, rather. Number 1 of 1797. Enemy Guns. We've seen this card before. It is a campaign modifier. And not a good one. It will result in a -1 die roll modifier. Card number 1, Down the Tubes. Deesix. Or Deesix. Deesix. Is that how you say it? Deesix? Commander card. Next card. Egyptian Campaign. Alright, well here's something. I don't think this one's good. And as historically, as it was historically, must place in campaign. Otherwise, discard immediately and reveal a new card. So, what they're telling you is you must put it in campaigns unless there's a campaign there already. Our campaign spot is empty. So there you go. Not good when the campaign comes up. To head down out to Egypt. There you go. We got some potential campaigns. These here only come in during diplomatic phases. And we won't hit that until we hit the first console deck. We're still a General Bonaparte. Alright, so this is the Egyptian Campaign card. Move down here to draw 4. Army of Italy Campaign. Must place in campaigns if empty. Otherwise, discard, and may reveal a new card. So, there's already one there. We'll go ahead and put this in the discard pile. First one face up. And we draw another card. But don't move that. That was just a do-over. When revealed, must place in campaign modifiers. Enemy reserves. Picking up some bad mojo when it comes to our upcoming campaign. All the modifiers are negative so far. Alright, now we'll move the marker. There you go. Next one, Desiree coming back up. Keep on knocking at my door. There, nice lady. Oh, I like that headdress she's got on there. Can't really see it, but that is nice. And to be honest with you, I mean, you know, she looks a little older. But, you know, I'd say plain. I thought Josephine was plain. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. I guess a painting really don't do justice, but all right. Either discard or place in wife. No card there. 1 to 7, she picks off the engagement. No. Yeah, we're good. 8 to 10, she begins to ripe and will again. No shit. We might have to take a chance on this one. What do we got to lose? Yeah. Desiree, I think your time might come. No. General Napoleone. Need some glory. Need some glory. Alright, let's check this out. I think we're going to play this card. Alright, place in wife. Roll to die. Alright, we have got ourselves a wife. Times are toughin'. This, what will we call it? This dimension, this, alternate reality? Yeah, I like that better. Alternate reality. Desiree is coming. We've dissed her before. But I think we could use her now, so we'll see what happens. Maybe she's going to diss us. The only reason we're doing that is we got nothing to lose. All right, let's see here. Need a high roll. High roll for some good glory from Desiree. 8. All right. She becomes your wife. Roll again and check below. Okay, hold on a second. What goes on here? Oh. All right, well, she will become my wife. That's killer. Desiree comes through. I always did like that name, Desiree. All right, she becomes your wife. Roll again and check below. We need another high roll. Anything over a 4. So there you go. Get us a son. Ain't too bad. Anything over. Oh, not shooting blanks. Not shooting blanks. She bears a legitimate son. 10 glory and place a legitimate son token in I, Napoleon. Wow. All right, way to go. We made the right move on that one. So there you go. See you later, Josephine who? All right. Son. We're over here. Bastard son. No. We got us. Oh, a legitimate son. A blue one. Heck with those bastards. We got us a wife. She already bore us a son, maybe an, shall we say, heir? We'll see if we live that long. All right, this goes into I, Napoleon. Huh. It says sons are over here. Let me see this real quick. See what I mean? I would go on the I, Napoleon. We'll be right back. All right, we'll do what we're told. We just do what we're told. Although there are some sun markers up there. We'll see. We'll clear it up here in a second. That was the next die roll, or our next card play. Killer card play. All right, let's hold on a second here. What's going on here now? Ooh, maybe play at the beginning of any campaign resolution phase when you have a combined value of at least 20 glory. We need another 10. And political combined, so we have 10, 11, 12 towards the Brumiere card. There you go. Just look at me. You always want to make sure you look everything over on this. Place some minister of defense. When added, we may want to reinstate face up. Existing card play segment. Huh. One administration. No, we'll hold off on administrative costs. We couldn't use those on our generals. We need a bunch of administrative, so that's not really that important right now. All right. We're getting ready to go on to card draw number 6. We'll put a die over there. And remember, we got to start rolling for campaign. That's what you do when you're old timers. All right, bubonic plague, not good. Man, do we even want to go on a campaign? We always got our Augustine Robespierre card. Yeah, so we'll see what's going on here. But here you go. We have the bubonic plague, enemy guns, and enemy reserves waiting for any Egyptian campaign coming up, and that's a tough one to begin with. Not looking good in Egypt. All right, now we'll roll the die. If we get a 1, we campaign. 7. So we'll go on to card draw number 7. Put our die over there to remind us to roll. And there you go. Oh, and we have not forgot about this game. We just haven't. Time has been of. I guess I could play it now. We're having a great time with this one. I haven't forgot about it. Cactus Air Force, and we got another one we have yet to open up. So there you go, member of the Institute. We've seen this card before. Get out of that light so you guys can see. Check out the nice looking card. So there we go. Back in the day, they had it set up. If you have 12 or more glory, you must +5 then remove this card. We have 10. I get 5 more if that would have happened. Otherwise, discard with no effect. So discard means discard pile, not remove from play pile. Discard, remove from play. And roll a die. 1 or 2, we campaign. 7 again. 7s are wild. So we're on our 8th card draw. Die on there, remind us to roll. And it is a Scabbies. Ugh. Well, Desiree, what'd you bring to my house? Alright, oh, I ain't liking that. Back then in the day. Wow. I guess those are bugs. Huh. Like bed bugs? Use 3 glory and remove this card from play. So we got it once, and that was it. Ouch. Not good. Flipped over and put it in the discard pile. Remove from play. And how many did we lose? That cost us 3 glory. Nobody likes a scabby general. Ooh. Down to 7. That's good. Roll the die. 7. Are you kidding me? That's 3 in a row. I need to play 7 someplace today. All right, 1 to 3. That's all right. We'll go down to 9. Card draw. Nice card draw of year 1797. That might have something to do with the commander. So we're stacked up on our commanders, and they all have different variable rates of pay and what round of combat they excel in, and the amount. All right, next thing you know, so we pull that card, roll the die, 1 to 4, and we go to campaign. 9, no campaigning there. 10th card draw. Remind us to roll. Anti-French Revolt. Immediate effect. Not good. We've seen this before. An expedition independent commander only. Roll 1 die. Oh, failure minus 3G. Minus 3G no matter what. We're just going to gain some political success. That sucks. 1 die roll. 2 glory used in any 1 combat round. We're going to lose glory like crazy. Messina might come into effect. We're looking over their effects here. And which one? They're all different. +1, choose. Anyone combat, +3, but remove him from play. Don't need that bad. A, have anyone combat, 2 in combat round, 2 no. I think we're just going to use a 1-er. Hold on. 2 gig. Alright, well, we might have to bring Marat in here. 2 glory to use, but he will give me 2 modifier in any 1 combat. Oh, after round 1. He won't affect. We've been using Junot a bunch. Oh, he's loyal. 1 administrative to use 1 combat. Not loyal. Marmont, you're not loyal. You ain't doing shit for me. These guys are too expensive, and he don't come into effect till after first round. 2. Oh, he could give me 2, but I remove him from play, so he must get killed. Yeah, 1 mana in any round. Or maybe we should put the Essex. 2 in any 1 round of combat. 2 for Messina. We'll go with our boy. He's helped us out. As you know, he will cost us 1 administration to use. Down to from 2 to 1. We'll get a +1 die roll modifier on this roll. There's an expedite. We have to quash another anti-French revolt. So they're coming up left and right during these tumultuous times. Roll the dice to +1, looking for a high roll, I would assume. 6, 7. Ooh, 6 or more. Success. Lose a bunch of glory, but get us 2 political points. Political. 1, 2. Now, these political points don't reset every turn. These 2 do. We lost us 3 glory in that anti-French revolt. So we're down to 4 glory and political points at 4. Administrative at 1. I have no diplomatic points, but I think that kicks back in later on in the game. Alright, this goes back to the reshuffle or discard pile, not the out-of-play pile. And as you know, I think what you do with him is put him face down. He can't be used again. Alright, now we need to roll a die. 1 through 5 for campaign. We drew our card. It was an expedition card. 1 through 5, and we go campaigning. If we want, it's a bad campaign looting. Alright, 6. So we escaped. We missed it by 1. There you go. Alright, so next card draw, 11th card draw. Die on there. Let's see here what's going on. Let's take a quick little coffee cough break. We'll be right back. Egypt, Syria again. Rosetta Stone. I really want us to go there, but I ain't gonna blow that sucker away. I'm gonna use some blow-by. Augustin Robespierre, if I get a chance. Rosetta Stone, the combat modifier. This could be good though. This is just part, in this case, part segment add. In this case, as part of segment add 5 glory. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. Huh. Unless the Syrian campaign is just revolved. Alright, well, we get a little bit of Rosetta Stone. I guess that's a exploration bonus campaign modifier. We have 3 of them. That's our first one. That gives us anything good. All right, roll a die. 1 to 6, and we go campaigning. Here's our high roll. 4, we go campaigning. The card action phase is over. Campaign resolution phase. Now, however, we don't want to do this. All right, well, this doesn't take effect. That's potential campaigns. That has to do with the first console deck and diplomatic segments of the game that aren't involved when you were just a general or a commander. Napoleon, the stage of his life as we are in right now. So let's look at this one. Maximum 3 commanders. That ain't bad. Just discard all the rest of the cards, modifiers that are not marked Egyptian, Syria. Oh, I get a +1 in all combat rounds. Victory 10. Oh, defeat minus. In either case, resolve segment. Wow. What do we do here? We got some strategy and tactics. How many generals? Maximum 3 commanders. Discard all campaign. Do we want to go to Egypt? We might. Although, enemy guns, enemy reserves, bubonic plague. Can we outdo that with our general modifiers? And we need a high result. Take a little break here. We'll be back. Do I go to Egypt or not for my next campaign? I think we might have to roll it down this one. We'll be right back. Early in our career, all those red or maroon squares or markers on the track represent Napoleon as a commander. We're in our 5th year and we're in desperate need of some glory. Therefore, we are going to campaign in Egypt. Let me check this out. Guess we need to get the campaign battle mat ready to go. Ooh, current campaign card goes here. Campaign modifiers. Now this tells you here, discard all campaign modifiers that are not marked Egypt and Syria. There's only one here. We got 2 of them here. Hold on. All right. So enemy reserves is discarded, and so is enemy guns. So we'll get that break. Put this in the discard pile, not the out of play pile. Campaign modifiers right here. So we're gonna run into the bubonic plague, but after the campaign, we'll have us a Rosetta Stone, and that'll be a little bit of a boost, post victory or post campaign bonus. All right. Now also, maximum 3 commanders. Now 3 Shmi. All we want. We can only afford maybe 1. Ouch. So let me check that. This is going to be key here because they come into effect at certain rounds of combat. More importantly, though, we like the strategy and tactics box. So we get all of these. Put these all in here. 1, 2, and 3. Let's see how this game goes. And like I said, it's pretty basic. But, you know, basic schmakes. I guess it's my favorite thing to do. Basic schmasic. It's a good game. We're having a good time with it. And we check out this campaign battle mat. Sorry about the light. I'm going to have to do something about that. But it does light the heck out of the spot. It comes from, you know, a light up here. There you go. And another one here. Been worse for the wear, but let me see what we can do. We'll be right back for a campaign resolution. We'll be right back. We got to assign a commander. We're playing on one of the, let me see, one of the more fun parts of the game are picking out these commanders because they all have certain criteria and stuff to use. The ones we're going to use here is going to be Marat. Yeah, Mr. Led Zeppelin hairdo. That hairdo drives me crazy. What kind of hair is that? Back then in the day, I guess they wore wigs, so why not? But boy, he definitely had to. I'm sure he had the ladies lined up with that one. Let me see here. All right, -2 glory to use. So our glory is going to go down from 4 to 2. Might question that, but he's a good commander. We'll show you what we'll use a special ability. Next is Messina. Now he get also his glory. Oh, glory to use. Wow. I'm sucking up all my glory. I was hoping for an administrative, but no, this is 2 glory. I got that wrong. But I want to use it because he's a good commander. So our glory is now going down to 0 for using these. Now he will be +2 die roll modifier in any one combat round after the first. So if we fall on our face the first round, we could use him. Messina will use in the first round of combat, and he has a +2 die roll modifier in any one combat round. So there you go. We'll use him. So +2 die roll modifier to start off with our general. All right. Let's start adding these on up. Oh, maximum 3 commanders. Discard all count. We did that. Egypt +1 die roll modifier in all combat rounds. So we get another one for the card. That's 3. We can only have a maximum of 4. So here you go. We'll use this one here. Maneuver sur les. Wish I knew what French meant. I can maybe figure this out. Hold on. Maneuver sur les der rears. Oh, getting them from the rear. Maneuver de rears. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. All right, well, we'll see here. We're going to go around them from the rear, I guess. 1 plus die roll modifier in the first. All right, first round of combat. So that'll push us over to the 4th one. There you go. We're going to roll a die for our campaign. We get a +4. That's what I'm talking about. We got rid of any negative ones. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's check this out. Yeah. Oh, campaign effects. -1 during all combat rounds of the Syrian campaign. That'll -1. All right, we got it back, though, because Bonaparte can lead. Gain 3 die roll modifiers, but when used, you got to risk Bonaparte, so we'll hold off on that one. Bonaparte's plans may gain. Oh, all right, this one we got to use 1 administrative point to gain 1 die roll modifier in the first round. We'll use that. So the administrative's going down to 0. We'll get us back up to 4. There you go. All right, so it'll be Bubonic Plague. I had to take a hit with that, but we're able to come back. So now +4 on this very important high roll needed in this campaign. 5 + 4 is the number we're looking for. 9 or more victory, not a bloody victory or anything else. That works. Wow. All right, we'll take that. Okay, I think there's some bennies coming our way. All right, victory 10 glory, defeat -10. All right, victory is 10 glory, so +10. So I don't know if that was worth it. I guess it was. We're at 0, so now we're back up to 10. That's good. Anything else? Defeat, blah blah blah. In either case, resolve segment 9-4, then immediately place and play Syrian campaign. Wow, hold on. We got a lot of stuff to do to figure out. All right, we used Messina here. I guess I don't see where when it cannot be used with Polish Russian. All right. Ongoing effect. Place a combat effect may gain. All right. This one we have to buy, and we ain't got no more. So we'll put this into strategy and tactics. And then this one here, Bonaparte leads. He can still lead. So we could still use this one. Discard without effect unless the Syrian campaign just resolved, in which case, as part of the segment, add 5G. Whoa, we got all kinds of stuff going on here. Bubonic Plague. Ooh, this card without effect. All right, wait. Campaign effects during all combat rounds in Syrian campaign. Syrian campaign's coming up. Oh, you know what? We should have used this in the Egyptian. So we would have won either way. Yeah, even without it. And we could have maybe saved us a first combat round. We probably could have saved us this one then. All right, we'll keep this one because we wouldn't have used it. This wouldn't have come into effect because it only says Syrian campaign. -1. So stick with me here. Discard without effects unless the Syrian campaign is just resolved. Oh, so we could discard this without effect? As we were in Egypt. Oops, Egyptian campaign. We'll be right back when we figure this out. Got a little sorting to do. All right, well, it gets even better because when this Egypt-Syria card gets played, you can do one or the other. You can't do both. So we can't go to Syria and Egypt. We went to Egypt instead. And this says discard without effect unless the Syrian campaign was just resolved. So we did not go to Syria. We'll take this one and just discard.
without effect. So that wouldn't have came into play. That modifier wouldn't have came into play. All right, this one here is the same way. Discard without effect unless the Syrian campaign. So Egypt, Syria. I mean, we did it right. Everything's right. But instead of the Syrian campaign, and that's where this one really comes into effect. Syrian just resolved. In this case, discard without effect unless the Syrian campaign, which it isn't, just resolved. In which case, as part of segment. So this does not get. This goes in a discard, not out of play. So when we came up to this campaign, so he would have, with this die roll, we would have had a +4 no matter what. So we just got to figure out what cards we would have used. Now we still have to do the bottom, and it says in either case, resolve segment, immediately place, and play the Syrian campaign. So now we're going to go to Syria. But we discarded those cards because we went to Egypt first. So we check this out real quick, make sure we're good. I want to resolve this campaign without using the cards that I had to have used. You know what I mean? I want to get that +4 modifier and see how I would have did it, because those campaign modifiers did not affect Syria. And it tells you right here. It's got in the rules the Egyptian campaign. All right, campaign modifiers cards that say they apply to Egypt/Syria only apply during the campaign resolution phase. If Egyptian campaign or Syria campaign is in the campaign box. So, there you go. Campaign modifier cards that do not specifically say they apply to Egypt, Syria may not be used in the campaign, which is fine. Place the Egyptian campaign or Syria campaign in the campaign box. There you go. We'll be right back. We're going to make sure we got this right. All right, well, we have yet to do, in either case, resolve segment 9-4, and then immediately place and play Syrian campaign, which is card 46. So in either case, Egypt leads to Syria. The Syria card is in potential campaign, so I guess when we're in Egypt, we will go over to Syria. But we have to find out now, though, if we employ these cards. Discard without effect unless the Syrian campaign just resolved. What's that mean? We'll be right back. All right, here's how we got it figured out. We're keeping these cards in here. We're not going to discard them. Because the Egyptian campaign, when you go to Egypt, you automatically go to Syria. We want to, but these were not in effect. These will not take effect in the Egyptian campaign, so we did not use these modifiers. But we could still get that +4. We needed that with that 5 roll. So what we did was we still would have used Messina. We got that 2+ die roll modifier on any one combat round. So there's our +2. We would have used +1 for Bonaparte's plans. That's +3. And then this one here is a freebie, +1 in the first combat round in each campaign. So that's 4. 2, 3, 4. All right, we could still use these, but he gets flipped over. Now we got to go over to Syria, because it says here, in either case, resolve segment 9-4, which is a commander check. We got to find out for commander casualties. And then we go to Syria. That's how you play that. All right, so we're in Egypt. We got to go to Syria next, but we had success in Egypt. We'll see how we do in Syria. We'll be right back with the leader casualty check. And then after the campaign ends, roll 1 die for each commander card in the campaign box, regardless of whether they're face up or face down. Die roll modifier +1 or 2, the commander is wounded and discarded. So on a die roll, 1 or 2. So let's see. First one will be for, I guess this was Lanes. Did we use? Oh, no. It was Messina. 1 or 2. See if he had suffered a casualty. 8, he's good. Marat. 3, he's good. All right, they both survived the commander casualty segment. Now, in either case, place and play the Syrian campaign, which will be our next campaign here. There you go. We come back. And the only thing is, it says here, when we went over to Egypt, we can only take 4 generals with us. Well, that was all well enough and good, but we can only afford 2. So we'll see how our cards come into play. Now, in this Syrian campaign, we'll encounter the bubonic plague, and we'll get the Rosetta Stone. So we find that in Syria if we get a victory. I'm pretty sure we see. Just resolving case. Segment blah, blah, blah. Oh. In which case, as part of segment 9-5, wow. We'll have to check that out because we just did 9-4. So 9-5 is other campaign event segment. Resolve the main section of any cards in the campaign modifiers box with an effect that triggers after campaign resolution. Alright, let me check that out real quick. We'll be right back. It's kind of like looting, or a little bit of a trophy when you get done with the campaign, and we get 5 glory. And that's all that is. Okay, that's cool. That's good. Alright. Syrian campaign. When we come back, let's go ahead and call this a video. We don't want to get too long. Next one we start up, we will go and fight the other segment, heading to the Middle East with our commander years. We'll be right back. Alright, time for a little drop in on some late night round 2, start 2 of our I, Napoleon game after we were so rudely ejected from that first game. And that is a total opposite of what happened when we played our first, one and only playthrough of our Mr. President game. But this game had the better of us. But I do think it's kind of unique that we met the extreme criteria of a game ending so soon. All right, well, we're back at it, and we were just starting the game. We've only had 8 cards drawn, and here are the cards that we drew. This one here goes into the discard pile, but we had ourselves a little writing accident, and we had to mandatorily put Murat's card in the discard pile, so we weren't able to use him. That's what the writing accident did, was penalized us a card. This card came up right away, as in our first game. Prussia is now neutral, but and we got a nice little get out of jail free card, and obligatory start cards. Now, we did meet the criteria of a campaign with I think it was a 3 roll. And here we are. The campaign is, let's see here. In my early roll as just a general will be at Lyon. And here's the campaign. 1 dime roll modifier in all combat rounds is a +1 for that card. We paid all of our costs. We had 3 administration costs. We had to pay 2. 1 for this card, 1 for this card. And we see here. Oh, that's about it. So that's 2. We will get a +1 die roll modifier in the combat rounds. That's a +1 here. We will get a +1. We didn't use the second option because we'll have to remove them from play. We want to keep them in play. So a +1 die roll modifier here. It's +2. Ooh. Bonaparte's plans. Another die roll modifier first round of combat, +3. But under campaign modifiers, the enemy attacks. And there you go. -1 in the first round. So it downs us to a -2 or +2. So here we go. We're going for our first campaign battle. And we're doing it with a +2. Anything else to make note of? I don't see. I think you're all caught up. Like I said, we're like 8 cards into the game. And nothing really special's come up. We do have our first campaign. It looks like it might be a +2. It all depends on the die roll modifier. So let's check this out and hope for the best. Now we might want to use the old Napoleon's luck, because this turn will be over here pretty soon. So let's see what we got. +2. It's a 7, 8, 9. Ooh, we'll take that as the big victory. We'll take that. That'll work. So it'll come down here. Ooh, campaign result. Oh, -2 glory, +1 political. So that hurts. I think we came into that with our first game. So -2 glory. So our glory is already at 0. We'll be at 0 again. We get 1 political. So not much for glory. up a little bit of political clout. Let me see, I think this one here goes into the discard. Oh, not in discard, I don't think. We'll see here. Only if it's removed from play. I think it'll go flipped on over. They use commanders. And these here go back into strategy and tactics. We'll check that out. We'll be right back. Alright, put these two cards back into their spaces. That card is used. This is the out of play pile. Just discarded. This will be reshuffled into this deck. There you go. That is the first campaign. We will now move on to the diplomatic skip. First Council, Emperor deck only. First Council, Emperor deck only. And it's really quick. It's like I said, it's a pretty easy game. As a matter of fact, I'm going to sit down here and play this for a while. Sorry to keep so low tone. Just turn up the volume, but we'll let you give a little drop in, let you know how I do if I fare any better than I did my first game. We'll be back. I just want to make note of that cleanup phase in the very first year that you play. You don't have to reset the administration down to 0, but we ain't looking too good. We got 1 political point, 1 administration point. Starting out meek as Napoleon in our second try. First try, we were just a nobody. Went into obscurity. Didn't even get onto the radar of how we could even grade our game. So, hoping for a little bit better luck this weekend. We are back. All right, so we've gone year number 2. Thing to make note of is right here. We still have this little card. We can't flip him over because we don't have no glory of 5 or more. But it does say here we have 1 administration per year. So let's start our game off for our second turn, our second year as Napoleon. We'll get a little bit of a administrative bonus. All right, checking everything else out. I think we're good to go. There's the income that we get. You can exchange one of these for one of these, or 3 glory for one of these, but you can see that don't come into effect, so we won't be doing that. Ooh, I believe now we are ready for the card action phase. Take a little break. We'll be ready for my second year. First year featured a campaign in Italy. Gave me no glory. A little bit of political clout. That was it. We do have an escape card in case we get arrested like we did in our first game. Alright, there you go. Enemy attack. We got a bad modifier in any campaign. We'll have to deal with that. Well, our commander card gets flipped up. If we would have used a 2 modifier, we would have removed him from play, but we want to keep him in here. That's a decision we end up making. We'll be back with this more card draw. Game number 2. We'll be back. Card draw track at 1. And we're ready. So we do with our first draw of the year 1794. It's commander. It's always good. Put him in here. Let's just look at his specs, though. 1 administrator to use 1 die roll on any 1 round. No, that's not too bad. I don't know what this loyalty has to do, though it hasn't come into effect. Maybe it has to come into effect during the Emperor phase or something. But there you go. All right, move it down to 2. And I'm having trouble sometimes. When you get down there, you have to have a certain procedure. When to move and when to roll your die. So we'll get that straightened out here. Number 2, another commander. Vermont, we'll check out his specs. Not loyal. That's always something to make note of. +1A to use in any 1 combat round. Alright, that's pretty well common. Makes him a pretty common leader. Our 3rd card draw of the year. Piedmont Expedition. Okay, this is something we have to do. Must immediately resolve an expedition with no supporting commanders. Roll a die. There you go. We need a 6 through 10. High die roll. Let you read that. Yeah, let's check this on out. Let's have fun with this. Let's enjoy it. I like this painting. Oh, look at this. Let me see if I can get it. There you go. A little bit better. We'll try the zoom feature. Alright, we got some. Well, of course, my pointer's not here. What we seeing? People here. Guess the battle's going along a hill. Little town. Can't make out. I think I see better through the camera lens. Little town in the background. So there you go. Little Piedmont Expedition Happens is my second. It isn't even a campaign. It's just a little expedition. So roll a dice and it'll tell me everything I need to know. Get this warmed up for my dog so you don't freak out with the initial. Looking for a very high die roll. And we did not get that. Failure, no effect. Well, that'll work. And it says here 1796 or. Oh, do we get rid of it? Huh. I think that does say discard. Let me find out real quick. Be right back. Alright, well, this is what we're seeing. Oh, when played icon, then removed by. Oh, you're right. Alright, Napoleon are removed from the game after they are played. So there you go, Piedmont. I guess you can only have one expedition. So I'll flip this face down. This is my remove from the game pile. Alright, that is that. No effect, we lost. Everything was good. You know what? Nah, we'll save it. We'll save it. I was maybe going to re-roll that. Alright, next. Card draw 4. Draw a card. Oh, now this one will have something going on here. This topographical bureau will have an effect on this one right here in my strategy and tactics as here. Place face down strategy and tactics during the commander setup, is which we did. Turn face up by the topographical bureau card. Number 52. There you go. That'll come into effect with our campaigns. We just gained the maneuver, sir. Divertes? Deroute? Alright. Let's read the effect. +1 political. Flip the maneuver. Yep. Card face up. Then remove this card from play. So political goes up. We'll take that. That was a good card. Remove from play. Alright. Down to 5. Coming on up my second year. Interesting. This is all very interesting. Anzor to the advisor to the Turks. This is a good. I've seen this card before. Place 9 opponent immediately gain 5 glory. Once in this card, all campaign modifiers. Alright. I may place an I Napoleon. All campaign modifiers. Oh, discard all campaigns and modifiers. It'll only be 1 card. Draw and place non-campaign card, but do not play any cards other than fall. Oh, we gotta read this. If I want to play this, I will play this. I don't want to turn down 5 glory, 1 political. So we will head off to Turkey to be an advisor to the Turks. This will be an ongoing effect. Put this in the I Napoleon. All right. I gotta read that card, but let me gain my 5 glory and 1 political. Yep, 5 glory, 1 political. So it gives us our first glory, going over and advising the Turks, and 1 political. There's always diplomatic, administrative, political, and glory. We're going to read the bottom of this card. We'll be right back. Alright, this is pretty important because, as I said, we are off to Turkey to advise the Turks, so any one of these cards are not going to have effect. And here's what it says. Draw and place non-campaign cards as normal, but do not play any of them, other than Robespierre's Fall, card number 29. If in play at the beginning of 1794, which this wasn't, we -1 administrative and remove this card from play, so we won't, but we will put this up here. There you go. Now, anything that's a non-campaign card, we do not play. Going down to 6. Don't play it. Oh, 1796 or. Yeah, we'll put it here. And we roll a die. Die roll. One or less. We go to campaign. There's nothing here on the board, but we'll see what goes on. 1 or less. 7. Draw another card. If it's anything but a campaign, we put it away because we are advising the Turks. Corsica Expedition. I think we ignore that. Well, let me press pause or take a break here. Not a campaign card. Goes into here. Roll a die. Looking for a 1 to 2. 5. No good. Down to 8. Draw a card. Artillery Toulon campaign. So our next campaign will be in Toulon. There you go, that's that. Roll a die, looking for a 1 to 3. And we go to the campaign. 5. No good. Go down to 9. Our 9th card draw. We ignore anything but a campaign. Immediate effect. Alright, no good. That's pretty good though. So there you go. This goes over here. We will roll for a 1 to 4. And we go to campaign. 9. No. Go down to the next card draw. Enemy guns, campaign modifier. No good. We put that in there. Rolling for a 1 to 5. And we go to campaign. In Toulon. Or Toulon. 7. No. Draw us down to the 11th card. D6. No, because we're in Turkey. Advising the Turks. 1 to 6. We get a campaign. Let's see if we can do this a little bit. Yeah, that's a lot better. Alright, a 6. So we go to a campaign. We will be breaking out our campaign map. Alright, campaign resolution phase. Alright, we're good to go. Let me make sure we read our card here. Oh, campaign. But do not play. Okay, draw and place. Not give me a foot. Other than. Do not play any cards. Oh. Draw and place non-campaign cards as normal. But do not play any cards other than Ross Pierre's. What does that mean? Let me check this out real quick and interpret the card. Alright, luckily there is card play clarification. And it says here, if you choose to play this card, place it in a Napoleon box. Discard any cards currently in the campaign or campaign modifiers. So Toulon. There you go. Now here's the point. Was this picked before or after this card? We'll have to check that out. I'll be back. Alright. This was pulled after this card was played, after watching the video replay. So this will go into the discard pile. We don't play it because it says here. Ooh. It is placed is in a not campaign card. Hold on. Box during card action phase. You handle a newly drawn card if it is placed, and not a campaign card. Play it normally. Blah blah blah. Even if mandatory, do not play it. If it is campaign card, which that just was, discard it. We're there. All right. So then we're all good. This gets discarded too, because if you play that card, any card in the campaign or campaign modifier, and even though I just dropped it, modifier. Oops, nope, wrong one. Modifier. So we get to discard the modifier also. We are in Turkey, advising the Turks. All right. So then, let me see here. Let me find out where we're at. We'll be right back. All right, then. Card draw has stopped because we went to a campaign and those certain criteria because the box is empty. So we'll go ahead and stop. This card is still in play. And we'll go over here to the campaign segments. Alright. If the campaign box is empty, which it is, and Spanish Ulcer is not active, discard all campaign modifiers and proceed to the diplomatic phase. So campaign modifiers is empty. We proceed to the diplomatic phase, which only comes into effect for First Council and Emperor deck. Domestic politics, also First Council and Emperor deck. So we're now here to the cleanup phase. That's how that works. We're on it. Alright, what did we gain? We gained a little bit of glory. But you want to look here now, though, towards the end of this card. We'll go back to, hold on a second. Alright. This is an I Napoleon box. Additionally, if advisor to Turk is in an I Napoleon box, you may not play any cards during the existing card play segment, which is fine. If this card is in the I Napoleon box during the year setup phase, which is coming up, of 1794. Oh, year setup phase. Oh, nope. It'll be the year setup phase of 1795. We'll find that out. But if it's 1794, we -1 and remove the card. This is the cost of Napoleon returning to France. That way it might be in effect. I think we might get away with that one, though. Because I think it's gonna, we'll see what we do first. We move that marker first and we get away with it. Be right back. Okay, the card clears it up. If in play at the beginning of 1794, -1 and remove this card from play. So, it doesn't meet that criteria. But we have used the card, so we're going to discard it. This card here will get discarded. And we're on the cleanup phase. That's how you do that. We're on it, having a great time. I'll be right back, take a little break. Alright, now this really comes into effect. Now this one here, we kind of get, but turn face up at the end of any campaign. We didn't have any campaigns. We just get that because we were advising the Turks, so it kind of kills us. We'll get that coming up in the next turn. Alright, so anyway. Ooh, Napoleon's luck we never used. Oh, administration and diplomacy. Diplomacy's already at 0. Administration back to 0. You gotta remember to spend that if you can. And get some kind of benefits because we're wasting it. It's going to 0 every time. Alright, next cleanup phase. Alright, first year. That's the exception. It's not our first year no more. End game check. So, not the end of the game. We are going up here to year setup phase 6.0. There you go. Advance the turn marker. So we're going into 1795. We're still here. Got some new cards coming on in next turn. Ooh, resource points. We get us a +1. We need a +2. At the end of our next campaign, if our glory is still at 5 or more, we'll flip this card over. But till then, only 1 administrative point per year. That's a bite. Alright, other than that, we can exchange blah blah blah. We're not going to do any of that. 3 glory for 1 administrative, no thanks. 1 administrative for another political, no thanks. So that is it. Ooh. Card deck phase. Let's look and see if there's any cards that need to be removed. 1795, and we'll be back. Alright, 1 card meets the criteria of 1795. We'll yank this one out of the deck. Infantry Vandy. It's a campaign, but I guess if it didn't happen, historically the time has passed. So history, or infantry Vandy goes into the discard pile. Discards face down, redraw, or out of play pile. Discard, title deck, draw deck, or title card draw deck. All right, let's see here. Card deck phase. Let's see if we can add any. 1795. Nope, but we got some cards coming in next year. And it tells you here on the deal, on the board. So let's see here. Ooh, card action phase. Ooh, card deck phase. Remove, add. Year, error exchange. Conditional entry, placed cards on entry, blah, blah, blah. Ooh. Final step is prepare a deck, draw deck for the current year, perform regardless. Ooh, you know what we didn't do last time? Oh, do we put that in there? It's a prepare a draw deck for the current year, perform regardless from new cards or add to discard pile. Wow. We didn't do that last time. Put those in there. Then for a new card action phase, so there you go. We should have put that draw deck in there last turn. It's one thing we didn't do, so there you go. We're in there now. We got a lot of shuffling to do. Be right back. All right, well, that there little augment or forgetting about adding those cards in might have had an effect on why that last game ended so soon. We'll remember that now. But yeah, every card deck phase, and I think I did. I'm pretty sure we might have, but we might have forgot towards the end. I'll have to look at that video again, but that might be something you want to look into, is why that game ended so prematurely, is why this card deck ended. So seems like it feeds it in, but we could be wrong. All right, anyway, we're good to go here. Card action phase, pulling our new cards for 1795. We're all set, we're all excited, and we're gonna commence play, see what we can do. We're doing it right, making sure we got it all right. Oh, we forgot to put that back. All right, check this out. We'll be right back.